Okay, guys. In the terms of, I don't know if it's survivalist or military terminology, but everyday carry or EDC. So, what I try to have when I'm on a ride is a blinky light in case I get stuck. Late at night in the dark. I can at least be seen from the back end. I like little USB lights that recharge rather than throwing away batteries. That's always pretty much always carrying that. I like to carry a little bit of lube in case things are squeaking. Can add some to the chain, especially if you get caught in the rain. I definitely tend to like to lube when I'm at home and I have a rag and all of that, but I do keep lube on my pack that I carry with. I really like the Crank Brothers multi-tool. The M19 covers most everything that I'd run into needing to fix on the bike. If your multi-tool has a chain tool, I recommend getting a used piece of chain and playing around with, taking a chain apart, pushing some pins through, and knowing how, each individual tool is used. Real important. I've been on rides and have taken apart a multi-tool to use the bolts to repair suspension and or seat clamps. A good multi-tool is definitely handy to have. One thing I figured out a long time ago that is real handy is on the Crank Brothers and a lot of the chain tools, the end of the chain tool can also work to remove valve cores for tubeless valves, and that can be real handy if your valve core came loose inside your pump or something along those lines. I typically also carry a small Gerber mini plier that has some scissors and some other tools that aren't covered on my bicycle multi-tool. Patch kit is always key. I like vulcanizing patches rather than the speed patches. They tend to last, and whereas the quick patches might get you home, but they aren't going to be a permanent fix to a tube. I always carry a tube or two of whatever size bike that I'm currently riding. I'm a big fan of the Lezyne pumps. They do have a tendency to sometimes unscrew the valve cores of tubeless valves, if you're dealing with Presta. But I really like how the hose works with these guys to not put pressure or stress on your valve as you're trying to fill them up. Really also a fan of the new MSW pumps available from Quality. We also carry those at the pedal station. They're a little bit less expensive than the Lezyne, but also work really well and have a detachable hose that works really good for works real good for pumping up on the trail or on the side of the road. Also, I carry a small first aid kit. It has a space blanket, little Mylar space blanket. I've got some wrap and a small Sharpie. Typically liner, pair of gloves, CPR, face shield. I also highly recommend getting some first aid trainings, at least a CPR certification. Definitely Google first aid training in your town, where you're at. I carry several band-aids and bandages, also some liquid skin, and some major wound seal, and some band-aids. That's typically what I try to always have with me on the bike. Thanks for watching.